What's up, internet? My name's Nerdy, and this is Frieren. This is...
Clarus.
And she is...
A Virgo.
Are you a Virgo?
Yeah, we've talked about this.
Babe, I don't. You could tell me anything about astrology, and I'd be like, sure.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, yeah, I guess that checks out.
Sure. Whatever you say.
Everything I've read says that Virgo and Taurus are good together, so we're rocking it.
Great.
Love
Let's
that.
go. If you want the full length reaction, go to patreon.com/nerdynightly. But we're watching episodes 18 and 19 of season 1 of Frieren, and that video begins now.
First class mage exam. Oh! All right.
Ooh, she's cute.
Not just anyone can pass. Of all the skilled mages out there, only a fraction have ever reached the rank of first class.
Oh, interesting.
But why do we need to be accompanied by a crazy powerful mage to enter the Northern Plateau?
To increase the chances of survival.
Why can't Frieren just go, hi, I'm Frieren?
Yeah, right?
Can't she just go and be like, hey, you know those statues in every city of me? They're of me.
Yeah.
Even when you're suppressing it, your mana is still that of an experienced old mage.
Oh, thank you not to call me an old maid.
Says the 1,000-year-old woman.
Yeah.
It's better than calling me an old hag like someone else once did.
How long ago was that?
80 years ago.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Never mind.
Why? Is something wrong?
My view of the sky was partially obscured.
Did Frieren just comment on Fern's boobs? Like...
I don't know. I love her being like, I want to take a nap, but your boobs are blocking my view of the sky.
Save your speeches, lady. Just hand over the goods and...
Hey, this motherfucker's
Oh
back.
boy! We love a monk.
You must be an elf. I've never met one of your kind before.
You have the flat eyes of a killer.
Damn, buy me dinner first.
I found the torn up bodies of bandits in the woods nearby. They'd been killed by a mage.
So you came to lecture me then?
I beat them up to save them from you.
From you killing them.
Also, a 5th class mage or higher certification is required to sit the exam.
Fuck.
Well, Fern, it's up to you. We'll either hire ourselves a first-class mage or travel by sea.
That would be incredibly expensive.
Yeah, there's only a handful of people who are first class mages. It makes it sound like there's like 7 of them.
Excuse me. Might I take a look at that pendant, please?
Are you fucking Frieren? The mage that killed the Demon King?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but are you here for the mage exam?
He acted like it was something impressive.
Well, it's supposed to be.
We know what you're capable of, and we know that you're an incredible mage. Isn't that enough?
You'll die so soon, though.
You'll die so
We
soon.
may not know what that thing is, but we do know that you're an incredible mage.
But you'll die so soon.
Why did you get a 3rd-class certification?
It was the one with the soonest available testing date.
Fair.
If you include apprentices from 6th to 9th class, there are 2,000 mages total. 45 are first class. That exam is held every 3 years.
Okay, there's 45, not 7.
I don't, like, hate this plotline. I don't want it to come across that way. I don't really get it, though. She is Frieren.
Mm-hmm.
The woman who killed the Demon King.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like 5 elves in the world. And she's arguably the most famous one.
She needs an ID card to be like, "Hi, I'm Frieren and I killed the Demon King."
They should just give her an honorary diploma. Does anyone need proof that Frieren the Mage, who killed the Demon King, is good enough at magic to go back to the place she defeated? Hey, another birthday.
Yeah. So many.
What the fuck, Frieren? What are you? Who sleeps like that?
This year's test takers seem rather exceptional. There's verbal.
Hot.
The intro.
Good look. Yeah.
The youngest mage to ever receive a third-class certification with top marks.
A good egg.
Third-class mage who was disqualified from the second-class exam 2 years ago when she killed the first-class mage who proctored it.
And she's not in prison?
I hate how her eye is animated through her hair. It looks so weird.
Of an experienced old mage. Know her?
I don't.
How do you not
How?
know who she is?
There are statues of her
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Like, you should be disqualified for not knowing who Frieren is.
Yeah. Because then you haven't done your research.
Imbuing the bracelets with mana allows us to quickly locate our teammates. A unique alternative to reading off name.
It's gonna be Ube.
I don't know. I think that Fern should be with Ube. I think that would be fun.
First impressions are important here. I should be careful not to make any waves.
You're Frieren.
I'm gonna kill you! You hear me?
I dare you.
Ow! Get off!
Violence has been chosen.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
Fern
yeah,
got Ube.
Okay.
Nice to meet ya. It's nice to meet you too.
So odd.
But if anyone is foolish enough to leave the testing area, they and their entire party will be failed immediately.
I really wanted to be like, they and their entire party will die.
Yeah.
We're stuck whether we want to be or not.
You two were listening through your combat.
Are they fighting or are they flirting?
I don't know.
How stupid are you? A plan won't do us any good if...
They feel like they know each other already.
Also, use rock, paper, scissors to decide who will carry the cage.
Yes, Mom. She's gonna use all the parenting skills she learned from Fern parenting her for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
The two of us go way back. We graduated from the same magic school.
I can tell.
These two definitely want to fuck. It's gotta be. They're so
Yeah.
into each other.
I feel like girls don't fight like that unless there's
Yeah.
something else going on.
And make sure that you watch the skies.
Way ahead of you.
I fear the worst for this party.
Me too.
Your constant fighting has thrust me into the role. I'd rather not be in charge.
Maybe if you guys need a teacher, you're not ready for the first level test.
Yeah.
What did you mean by that? Why watch the skies?
I meant exactly what I said.
You guys are looking for a fucking bird. What do you mean?
Yeah.
These girls are fucking morons. Why should we look up?
I don't know. Birds fly.
Oh god. These fucking idiots.
Stille are incredible little creatures. At top speed, they move faster than sound itself.
It's a kamikaze bird. Oh my god. Those things are so dangerous.
Yeah.
Their timing was perfectly coordinated. Superb teamwork indeed.
They're lovers.
They must like the lake. We should stay here.
If we waste time on your assumptions,
Or
we'll lose
maybe
it.
not. The violence prevails.
Oh my god. Girls. Just fucking make out.
Yeah. You'll feel much better. They just can't keep their hands off one another.
Do you guys hear that sound? Where'd Frieren go?
She's catching the bird by herself. She's tired of putting up with your bullshit.
Probably.
That must mean we're close to the...
That would be why I told you to watch the skies.
Oh.
To be fair, she was looking directly at the skies.
Yeah, she was looking up.
She was watching the skies.
You called Lavina's name just then.
Yeah, because I love her.
Thanks to someone's nail biting, the others are way ahead of us. You'll have the water beneath you, so it's not like you'll die. If you don't have the courage to do it, I could kick you.
I would be braver if you weren't always so mean to me. I'm the kind of person who needs praise to blossom, you know.
Hey, know what you need. Voice it.
Then tell me my strengths.
If you wanted to kill me, you should have done it by now. You work hard even when no one's watching, and you're always very considerate of the world around you.
More, please.
Girl, I'm sorry. These two are not ready
Guess
to do
that
first
you're
level mages.
cute when you smile.
Huh? Gross.
Now that you can fly, I'm done being nice.
Wow.
These two are so weird.
This is the kind of toxic relationship I'm glad we don't have.
Me too.
Yes, I do. Excellent find. We might be able to capture a Stilla after all.
Yeah, if nothing can get through that barrier, I guess.
Oh,
doesn't that mean the bird would die if it hit it?
Oh, well, it's a magic bird, so maybe it just...
I'm just imagining, like, these birds flying around at the speed of sound and just smooshing themselves on this barrier that won't let anything in or out. Because, like...
Yeah.
they're just animals. Oh, God. It was fun.
It was very fun.
It was a fun time. I'm not sure I get it.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really get what the show's trying to do.
Yeah.
It's such an interesting thing to make this show, because this was very fun, and I think it was I don't know if good's the right word. I enjoyed it. Yeah. I feel like this kind of goes against the theme of the show for me, weirdly. You know, the show's like about legacy and about like what it means to be in this situation after you've defeated the Demon King and after you are Frieren Demon King Slayer. And so to set up an arc that is sort of predicated on people not knowing that you're arguably the most powerful mage in the world, when all of these characters should know who she is, it's a weird...
My thing is like, okay, you defeated the Demon King, that was a big deal, right? If that had happened 200, 300 years ago, right?
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, maybe I can understand that this new generation of humans doesn't know who this is. But it's only 30 years after Himmel's death. Yeah, sorry, yeah. So it has been less than 100 years.
Yeah, it's been 80 years since they defeated the Demon King.
Yeah, and she's one of the most powerful mages of all time. I just would imagine that a group of mages, a group of students, would know who Frieren is. I would also imagine that, like, the authorities would know who Frieren is. There's just things that I'm like, yeah,
She would be taught. Like, you know, in a world where there are magic schools.
Yeah. She would be studied.
And there are statues of Frieren fucking everywhere. People would be like,
look,
oh,
Himmel has more statues.
There's
but
also
yeah.
there's not a lot of elves. Like this.
That's also true.
One of the world building things about this that makes it feel weird, and this is some people think this is nitpicky, but it does matter to me, is that the established things that we understand about this world is that the Demon King is like the biggest thing that has happened in this world
in
Frieren's lifetime.
Yeah. Well,
right? Like,
no, like in the last 1,200 years. I don't know about that. We don't have enough information to know.
Sure.
But certainly in the last
it is the event that
history.
Seems to affect everything.
Yeah.
Not only that, but like in this episode, fucking the green hair girl mentions Aura the guillotine getting taken out.
Yeah.
So, like, people would know that that was Frieren because she's so famous.
Yeah.
The ancient warrior elf, who's one of like 5 elves left on this planet, killed the most dangerous demon 6 months ago, or I guess it's like 9 months ago now.
Yeah.
You would think that the people proctoring this exam would be like, oh yeah, of course we know who Frieren is. She's the most famous mage of our time.
Yeah. It's bureaucracy. And here's the thing. Like, look, I can understand if the show acknowledged it in any way.
Yes.
Like, we know who you are. Unfortunately,
You still
the
have to do this.
law
Yeah.
is this. That would be fine. But the fact that it isn't acknowledged is a little bit goofy.
It's not that it's not acknowledged. It's that those 2 people on the wall are like, oh yeah, that's Fern. She's the youngest 3rd ranked mage of our century.
And they're like, I don't know who this
taught
bitch
her?
is. Yeah.
Like, how do you know who Fern is?
And not know her teacher.
Fern, who was trained by Himmel's priest and Himmel's mage.
Yeah.
And you're like, Frieren, never heard of her.
Yeah. It is odd.
It felt real. Unless there's like a magic spell over these people that has wiped their memories, they should all fucking know who this lady is.
Yeah.
She killed the Demon King.
Yeah,
she killed Guillotine 9 months ago.
Yeah, I don't know. It's it was a fun episode, but it's just like things like that I like that don't make sense to me. That I'm like sitting there watching it, being like, okay, but how do these people not know? Like.
And I would understand it if this was a country that, like, Frieren had never been to before.
Sure, yeah.
But you have to go... She went through here to go kill the Demon King north of here. Yeah. It's not like the Demon King shit all happened to the south. And so this is, like, a different place where they're like, oh, we didn't worry about the Demon... The Demon King is, like, is directly north of this place. Yeah. And Himmel and his heroes had to go through this area to get there last time.
Yeah. Maybe they don't... Maybe they acknowledge it next episode. Maybe
they do. Maybe they do. Let's watch it.
Yeah.
But I feel like we've said what we have to say.
Yeah.
Also, these 2 girls, not ready to be first-class mages.
Nope. No, they're ready to be lesbians, but they're not ready to be first-class mages.
I don't know if you're ever ready to be a lesbian. I think you just are a lesbian.
Someone gift him a Subaru, please. They've already moved in together.
One of those Northern Lands hatchbacks. All right, let's dive into the next episode. That was wild.
Yeah.
Let's go catch a fucking bird.
Tomorrow, we're finally going to fight our first dragon. I know how you feel. I'm scared too.
How motivational.
I'm not. Stark killed the dragon in like 2 hits.
Hyter was wise. Every party really does need something different.
And this party needs me to do it myself.
We're a target now. Our new goal is to keep the other parties from taking our Stilla.
Time to spill blood.
Alright, calm the fuck down.
So we're doing a Hunger Games.
Yeah, it's...
Great.
Well, we confirmed what you already told us, that they fly faster than the speed of sound.
That's it smacking into the barrier and dying.
Plus, the little things are tough as dragons, so common attack spells have no effect on them at all.
Damn. I like these little birds.
Jesus. They're insanely dangerous creatures.
If it's for capturing birds, why did it work on a monster?
Folk magic is rather loose. As long as your target resembles a bird, the spell should cooperate.
It was a bird monster. Wait, so as long as it looks like a bird, it works?
So goofy.
The spell's range is roughly 50 centimeters, so we would have needed to be close enough to touch it.
Ooh, that sucks.
I appreciate them using centimeters, though. Oh, Canada.
You're right. They would stay away. I have a plan that just might work.
Okay.
Yeah, if you can kind of herd it.
Yeah,
with mana.
using the rivers and stuff. How the fuck did Fern and that team already fucking accomplish this?
Fern's great.
It's true, she is. Fastest 3rd-ranked mage of our time. Trained by nobody officially.
It's off the books.
If you're sure, let's do it already.
Jesus Christ.
Who's the bottom?
Judging by the dryness, I'd guess this barrier was erected over a week ago.
I see. Then most of the water will have collected in the lake in the middle of the basin.
How did you get in?
Surely others have realized this. It's safe to assume that they're lying in ambush around the bank as we speak.
So how bad do you need water?
We can find a small pond, maybe a puddle.
Would that even be sanitary?
If we boil it, perhaps.
You could also just, like, go take a nap. Let's go!
Hell
Come on,
yeah.
Fern! Okay.
They're gonna be bad for each other.
That's a toxic bisexual couple if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
That came from the lake.
Casual.
Damn.
I have a plan. I need you to freeze the whole lake.
That girl just froze the entire lake.
Come on, give it all you've got! If you can't melt it, we're done for!
Wait, why? Why are you done for?
I have no idea. Maybe because they need the Stillas to come to the water to catch them?
The second party was bold enough to pull this stunt. There is no doubt they will soon have one for the taking.
Okay.
I guess you guys really want to fight the woman who killed the Demon King.
They don't know it's her. It's a secret.
The secret woman they keep putting up statues of.
Hurry up! We're running out of time!
How foolish they are.
Yeah.
Used to freeze the lake didn't scare off the Stilla for good. These paltry efforts to melt it will certainly get the job done.
Thank you, sir. It's exactly what I was gonna say.
But their mana detection is inadequate. They won't be able to handle the airborne threats.
Their mana detection is inadequate.
The air.
I'm not glad. I get why there's only 45 people who have made first class. If this is the quality of test takers taking the first class exam.
Yeah.
Until we can figure out what that plan is, we won't get anywhere.
At least this guy knows what's up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, half of these people.
And you're in his party. You're gonna be okay.
Yeah. I haven't said a word, but.
Man. Clara's cosplay went. Oh my god.
This is the work of monsters.
Okay.
If we tried to move them, they would know we're here. That's the way of the Geisel. One victim to lure in the next.
Damn, that's a interesting tactic.
Anyone who is killed on a stage like this is unqualified to be first class.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but there's no reason to needlessly kill people.
B was cemented long ago by the noble few who took down the Demon King's army.
That was Frieren.
Who? Which few? Which few? Who are they?
It's more important for first-class mages to be symbols of power than powerful themselves. Strength means nothing.
Symbols like the statues.
Okay, but this is not true because they are accompanying people into the basin.
Yeah.
Though it's faint, I can sense there was mana poured into this pond.
I can't pick up on anything. Strange. Can you?
Not even a little.
Maybe you guys aren't ready to be first class. Sorry.
It would be impossible to find a mage who truly doesn't want to be found. Just wait. They'll have to show us where they are soon enough.
I guess.
I poured mana into every pond I could find. I guess there could be other ones we don't know about, though.
Yeah, there seem to be enough of them around.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea that mana was something a mage could completely turn off.
Sense it?
Not at all, actually.
Wafting.
If it rained, I could take down just about anybody.
If it rained, the barrier would deflect it.
We did establish that, yes. Who's this guy?
I don't know, but he's cute. I like his little antlers.
He's like a reindeer dog.
Yeah.
Well, Frieren, did you catch it?
Okay, now hide.
Now get the fuck out of there.
Well, it's about time. One of their members had to use magic.
Yep.
We need to leave. Someone's detected us.
Oh, she's fast as fuck.
Yeah.
Is that Chun-Li?
Okay, here we go.
But it's old-fashioned. It feels like I'm fighting my grandfather.
Interesting.
Only use basic spells during combat.
This philosophy's coming from your master, then?
Yes. She said the basics are enough to defeat mages of this era. I thought you were the strongest one here. Or was I wrong?
Well.
I pity the girl who's up against him now. She'll surely be killed.
Wouldn't be the worst.
This seems wildly unnecessary.
Oh, damn. All right. I definitely thought we were getting to the end of the test in this episode.
With good guys like these, who needs demons? You'd think some of them would be using incapacitating magic.
No, they're all just trying to fucking murder each other.
Very murderous.
Yeah.
They're all very okay with killing people.
Yeah. And the weirdest part, right, is that Ube was disqualified for murdering one of the other people.
No, for murdering a proctor.
Still a person that is present at the magic test.
Sure. Yeah.
I just mean, like, they clearly don't want mages to die, unless that rule is just for funsies, I guess.
No, I think you're allowed to kill other contestants. You're not allowed to kill a proctor.
But here's the thing. We know magic was more common. They have said that, I think, a couple of times
Yeah, because
now.
the tests are, we're going to put you all in the forest and have you kill each other.
Yeah. You would think they'd be like, okay, the test is this, and you can't murder one another. Like, you would think that would be a parameter that they would set up, because that provokes more creative thinking, right? That provokes teamwork. That, like, incentivizes the kind of people that they want taking care of
the
towns
world?
and borders and defeating monsters. So
they might have an idea that, like, you need ruthless people to fight demons. That, like, we actually need maybe is the only thing that I could, like, think that it could be.
I mean, maybe. I can't imagine a educational institution who would value violence over, like, technique and creativity, right? If this was maybe like maybe the Mage Guild is specifically like a military operation, and that's how they think, and maybe but
they don't have military structure, right? Like, there's no chain of command.
Which is why it doesn't feel like it is a military structure. It feels like it is an educational, almost like
it doesn't feel very educational either.
No, but I mean, like, the rankings. It feels like
a tournament arc in an anime.
Yeah.
And I guess that's my criticism of it. This feels very, like,
doesn't really feel like it belongs in this world that we have set up.
Yeah.
Like,
it doesn't feel like it benefits this society to run this way.
Yeah, this arc feels like it belongs in a darker world where people do murder one another to get ahead, right?
Yeah.
Like, this world feels more like people generally work together. It is the demons that are the problem, and that's who we're trying to protect people from. So yeah, it does kind of feel a little bit out of place.
It feels like we've like tripped into Demon Slayer.
Yeah, because here's the thing:
But again, it's also what I complain about Demon
moment.
Slayer. This is like an anime thing, though, is where it's like we're gonna train, and in the training we're gonna kill each other because only the strongest people should survive the training to go fight for the good of humanity. And
which I'm assuming is a trope that other people like.
It's an anime trope that I don't mind. I don't always love it. Because I'm like confused because it feels antithetical to like
feels wasteful
humanity. But in this show in particular, I'm enjoying this. What's weird is it's fun. Like these episodes are great.
That's the thing. The episodes, like the arc in this and the episodes themselves, I actually quite enjoyed. They just don't feel like Frieren. They feel like they are pulled from another show, and that's why it's so odd. Because if you had told me, if you'd set up the world like this, like that this is how things work.
That it's dog eat dog, and that like
it's very dark, and people are against one another and at odds often. I would be like, okay, I dig it. I think that it's been very creative with the kind of monsters that they fought with the testing, right? The barriers, how they're using it, how they're solving problems. Like the moments, the beat to beat of the episodes and the episode structures, very much enjoying. It just doesn't feel like Frieren. Like I feel like I started watching a different show.
I could understand. I think that if it had been set up in a way where the test is coming to an end and people started to get desperate, and so they start killing each other.
Yeah.
I think I would have understood it more.
Yeah.
It's that like day one, people were like, okay, either we catch a bird. Like the test is go catch this bird. Yeah. And some people went, all right, as soon as someone catches a bird, we're going to murder them immediately.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, obviously we don't have time to spend with all of the characters in this. Mm-hmm. But it just does feel a little bit odd to me that you've got a guy who is captain of an army. Who is the army that
who is like trying the to defender of the North.
Literally, and is
but
like,
also
you know what I'm gonna
isn't
do?
Already, so he's a defender of a place he's not allowed to go.
No, it's the basin you can't go to.
No, the plateau.
Oh.
So the leader of the Northern armies needs an escort to take his army
legally
north.
But I just mean like it seems odd that you would make that character like rampaging murderer. Like you would think he would want mages to help in his cause, to help defeat demons.
Yeah.
But he's like, nah, I'm gonna kill everyone.
I also think that like, look, I like the show. I think Frieren's very fun, and I enjoy watching it.
Yeah.
I have criticized it a little bit throughout these reactions for some of the world building stuff. Mm-hmm. And
this feels like a world
there's a
building
lot
thing.
of comments being like nerdy, like you just don't get it. Frieren isn't about the action and isn't about that. It's about this other stuff. And I agree with those comments to an extent. Like me wanting some of these arcs to have a little bit more substance. I understand the criticisms of my criticisms. But then if you're criticizing me for wanting the show to move a little bit more and to have a little bit more action that makes sense within, kind of like the guillotine stuff had, then you must hate these episodes. Like, if you're criticizing me for not enjoying the, like, legacy conversation that Frieren was kind of having...
Yeah.
Then you've got to kind of be like, well, what the fuck is this show? Because this feels like not as complex a version of what I kind of said I was wanting from some of the, like, we're going to spend 13 minutes on a birthday episodes where I was like, I don't really understand why we're doing this.
Mm.
But, like, for the people who love that version of the show, these last two episodes have to be a wild left turn.
Yeah, it really does feel like we took the characters that we know and love and, like, dropped them into a different world.
And just dropped Stark completely. Zion's gone, Stark's gone.
Yeah, Stark is just chilling outside the barrier.
Some insane, immature wizards who have no place in this test. Like, who...
Yeah,
seriously,
especially
like,
because they didn't actually solve anything.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum, who are with Frieren, are morons. Like, genuinely.
I would not hire them to escort me.
And like, I think that yeah.
It's weird.
Why should we look up? I don't know. We're hunting fucking birds, girl. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
What? Like, who? I've never,
Which didn't
I've
even wasn't
never
even the
heard
reason
a
that,
dumber question in my life.
Which then wasn't even the reason that Frieren gave. Frieren was like, oh, there's actually like man-eating birds around as well. Which like, yeah, that's useful to know.
Also great, but like also you're in this dangerous test where people want to kill each other, and she's like, well, I'm gonna sit here and think about my lesbian love, and not be on guard at all.
Well, I don't know.
I don't get it.
That there are other people out there doing the murdering. It
was so
odd.
murderous.
I feel so weird.
Yeah.
Because I had a blast watching these episodes.
Yes, I agree.
I had fun and I enjoyed it, and I'm like, what happened? This show took a fucking hard left.
Nope.
Like,
the show where everybody knows who Frieren is because she's famous. Now nobody knows who she is.
Mm-hmm. Like the people who I would expect most to know who she is have no fucking clue.
Yes.
Yeah.
The old guy in that other party, the beard, he should know who Frieren. He should be like, oh yeah, I was fucking there. I mean, maybe not. He's probably younger than 80, but he should be like, oh yeah, of course I know who Frieren is. She's the fucking blue hair hot guy with the collar. He's the military leader of the Northern Armies against the Demon King's forces.
You would think he'd know who killed the Demon King.
Oh right, Frieren. I feel like this show is gaslighting me into thinking that Frieren is not a famous character.
Yeah. Yeah.
As if that isn't what the show's fucking about.
Yeah.
This was wild. It was very fun though.
It was, and that's the weird thing.
The fights are so cool.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it all.
Yeah. Even, no, I agree completely.
Even the goofiness of it, I'm like, wow, these girls should not be on this test. I still I enjoyed these episodes from start to finish.
And I want them to get together.
I'm confused.
You know what I mean? I want them to settle down at third level. Yeah. Wait until they're a little bit older and they need to unpack two brain cells to rub together.
They need to go to therapy, is what they need.
Couples therapy.
They need a healthy outlet for their anger that is not pinning each other down.
I think they need to come out of the closet. I think that the problem is that
people who are in the closet tend to lash out. Yeah.
They're lashing out against a feeling that they're uncomfortable being public about.
Yeah.
And so
she was like, "Oh my god, she complimented my smile."
Physical with one another, but not having a problem with the fact that they're physical with one another because they actually want to be physical with one another, just in a different way.
Yeah. Wild. Well, that was fun.
It was definitely fun.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
Yeah.
I don't really have criticisms of the episode on its own. It's really only in the framing of the larger show. It feels odd.
Yeah.
If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit the dislike button. Leave mean comments down below because the algorithm god is hungry and we must feed her. This episode, that algorithm goddess is the lesbians.
Yeah.
Just lesbians in general.
Just lesbians.
Happy International Women's Day. Even though it was yesterday.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right. Do something nerdy tonight.
Bye.
Bye.